Welcome everyone to another Derpzilla video. Today, we're going to harness the power of AI and help determine, or at least predict, what a potential 7th Gen Camaro may or may not look like. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what we come up with. As mentioned in the intro, we'll be using artificial intelligence to help us render some possibilities of what a 7th Gen Camaro could look like. Now, the tool that I'll be using is called Midjourney. It's actually an AI platform that runs as a bot on Discord channels. Now, Discord, if you're unfamiliar, is a online communications platform for text or voice chat. Also some screen share and some other abilities often used for gaming and things of that nature. Now, you can actually run this AI bot on the official Midjourney Discord channel, or you can actually bring the bot onto your own Discord, which I actually have done for this video. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump into Discord. Here we are in my official Derpzilla Discord channel. I actually have the Midjourney bot attached to my channel, which anyone with the Discord channel can do. But if you wanted to see what the Midjourney official Discord looks like, here it is. And it is a non-stop stream of AI renders that will just overwhelm pretty much what you can ingest. But it is a good idea to kind of see the types of renders you can get using AI. And it's super cool. And your first, I think 20 or 25 renders are free. There's no charge. After that, if you're trying to do, tons and tons of renders, you may want to look at one of the subscription plans, which I think is anything from like $10 to $30, even more for maybe commercial use licenses and stuff like that. I'll have some links down in the description for an official invite to the Midjourney Discord channel, and also from there you can figure out what kind of payment model if you want to go that route, or you can just get your 20, 25 or so free renders just to test it out and see what you can come up with. So it's very cool. There are also completely free AI models you can actually run on your own PC. There's other options out there that you can get some free images from. So take a look up some AI artwork and stuff like that. There's even apps that do this on your phone, but I prefer Midjourney. It seems like it has the most power, easiest to use, and you can come up with some really cool stuff very easily. So we're going to go ahead and switch back over to the Derpzilla Discord channel. It's right here. And the cool thing with Midjourney is it's super easy to use. You just go ahead and hopefully this popped up, you can see it. You just type imagine. So /imagine, if I can spell, it'll actually pop up prompt, and you can actually tell it any prompt. So we can say a 21-year-old man wearing a hat at the circus, and then we can say something like HD, HDR, photorealistic, and then --V space 5. That's version 5, which has the most power, gives you the best images. And you notice I didn't feed it an image or anything. This is just a prompt. You run it. It actually ingests that prompt. It's now cycling it through the AI, I guess, system, wherever that's located at. And then it actually takes a few minutes. And then it will feed you an image. And then you can see here, it's actually beginning to render it. You'll see it slowly starts at 0% and works its way up to 100%. Gives you 4 versions of what you asked for. You can actually upscale one of them by picking the little buttons underneath it, or you can actually ask for variations of one of them, or you can refresh the entire image. So I asked for a 21-year-old man wearing a hat at a circus, HD, HDR, photorealistic, and this is what it's giving us. And you can see it's kind of generating it right here on the fly. And notice it is a youngish man with a hat, and he's at the circus. Super cool. And it's almost done. It's 93%, and then boom, you get 4 images. You can click on it, and here we go. And you might see some weird AI type glitching and stuff like that. So there's like, I don't know, what, Band-Aid on his nose or something going on here. But it's 4 different versions of a younger man wearing a hat. He's in the circus. You can see in the background, and it's photorealistic. It does kind of have that surreal look to it, but you can tell it is a very detailed looking image. And it's mentioned you have these 4 buttons, and then another 4 buttons, and then a refresh button. If you hit refresh, it'll refresh all 4 images. Or if you hit the U1, that'll upscale the first one. U2, upscale the second one. V1 will do a variation. So you'll get 4 more variations of that first image to kind of like maybe it'll change the type of hat or his clothing color and stuff like that. So that's kind of just to give you guys a warm up on what we're going to do to help us design a potential 7th Gen Camaro. Now we're going to have to go off some premises of what we think will be in a 7th Gen Camaro. Me personally, unfortunately, I think it will be probably some kind of electric vehicle, probably going to be a 4-door, and probably, knowing GM, it's probably going to be a crossover of some sort. Maybe they'll turn it, rename the Blazer or whatever. I think there's another one, I can't remember the name of it. There's a couple vehicles, 4-door crossover EVs that they're looking at. They might slap the Camaro badge on it, but hey, if that is what we're looking at, you can actually feed it an image to build on. So I'm going to feed it a photo of a Camaro and then use that photo as a jump point for my prompt. And to do that, you're going to actually upload the photo directly into Discord, or if you had a link to it on a website, you can actually type /imagine, put the link to the image, and then use that image as your baseline of your render. So I actually have a few images that I can work with, and we have it here in Camaro, and I like this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and drag this into the Discord window and hit enter, and that actually uploads it to the Discord server. And to get the actual link for it, you're going to right click on it, and then you should have an option to open it in a browser. Maybe just, oh, here we go. Down here at the bottom left, open in browser, and then we will copy that link just like that. /imagine gives you the prompt. Paste that link in there. Okay, and then we can tell it what we want. So how about as a 4-door electric vehicle sedan, photorealistic, HD, HDR, and we can actually say, how about this, with LED lighting, HDR, and then we'll just say something like version 5, and then we'll see, can it give us a 4-door version. Now it's kind of, sometimes it's a little bit, you have to feed it a bunch of different variations to get some potentially good feedback with the AI. I'm gonna go ahead and let this render, and then we'll see what we get. It's already working on something. All right, render is done, and let's see what it gives us. 4 variations, and it does take images over some long period of time and ingest tons of images, public domain images and everything, uses that to help it render. So that's why you see sometimes it'll actually think, okay, maybe you're actually thinking of this kind of car, and it throws like the Audi badge on a couple of these, and then this looks like some AI design badge. But here it did kind of a GM badge, some weird looking whatever that is. But look, this pretty much looks like the most closest to a Camaro. Notice 4-door, and didn't really do any kind of extra LED lighting, but see, it looks, so this kind of an idea of what we're working with. I actually have some renders I did in another channel to show you some things I came up with earlier. So I actually fed it my own vehicle. This is my 2021 Camaro ZL1. I actually fed it, which is this link right here, and then I actually was testing out wheels. So I was like, okay, give it some Apex ET9 wheels, and then I did some renders with that, and look at it, it gave me some good way to try to attempt some potential different looking aftermarket wheels if you're interested in that. But then I also said, okay, take that image and let's do a 4-door crossover, electric vehicle, LED lighting, lit up front grille, futuristic, hyper-realistic, HD HDR, version 5, and then boom, this is what it gave me based off of my own vehicle that I fed it. And you notice 4-door, it's using almost like the ZL1 front grille. And then check this one out. I thought this one turned out pretty cool, and it did some kind of crazy LED lighting on here, and it's actually, notice they're all a silver color based off of my input vehicle. And I thought these actually looked pretty cool. I mean, not Camaros, But just showing you the kind of variations you get. Look, this one even got underground effects, you know, some Fast and Furious lighting. So then I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So I actually went and took this one. I hit variation 4 on it, and it rendered me 4 variations of that vehicle. Now, if you guys have been watching my posts that I do on the YouTube channel, I actually posted this one right here, which I thought turned out pretty cool looking with these sick LED lighting over the wheels, which, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think this car looks pretty freaking sweet. I would drive this as, you know, to and from work, but I wouldn't call it a Camaro. I'd call this, you know, something other than a Camaro. But this would be a pretty sick, you know, EV type vehicle. But this is also all generated with AI, just to show you how, you know, we went from this to these 4 based on my prompt. I then varied this one, gave me 4 variations of that, and then I upscaled it. So if you hit U4 to upscale that one, because I thought this one looked sick. I mean, even look, it even renders cars in the background. It almost makes it look like I'm in a parking garage. It has lighting effects. Super cool. I thought this one was pretty freaking sweet. But then I was like, okay, well, let's do a, you know, just for fun, I just gave it a prompt, a 4K wallpaper of a 2021 Camaro ZL1. And then look, it gave me some cool wallpaper options here. If you want to render yourself some sick wallpapers for your phone or your computer, you can actually tell it aspect ratios. If you want a different, if you want it to be, what is it, 9:16 or whatever for phone, or 16:9 for your desktop of your computer, but showing you more different effects. And so actually, if we want to build on my car up here, we can actually, I'm going to steal that prompt and my link to my car. We're going to go ahead and jump back to my Camaro channel here, and then we'll just do another one. Imagine that link, and we'll just say as a 2-door electric vehicle based off of my Camaro ZL1 with LED lighting, a lit up front grille, futuristic, hyper real, all that fun stuff. And let's see what kind of rendering it gives up. And you see it does show your vehicle. So that's my input image, feeding it to Midjourney, letting it do its renders based on all the different algorithms it has, all the different images it's ingested over I don't know what length of time, but you know, hundreds and trillions of terabytes of data, I'm sure, which helps us come to our render. So if you want to see what your car may look like, or what you think maybe a 7th Gen Camaro, what the next S750 Mustang, what a potential new Charger, or any other vehicle, this thing can give you some general prototype ideas of what you may see that may be coming for us in the future. And you can see here, it's rendering through. It's almost done. This is based off of my ZL1 Camaro. It looked like it's doing some kind of crazy thing here. So you will get some weird, like it's got these crazy doors. I don't know what's going on with these doors, but check this one out. This first one looks pretty freaking sick with this lighting here. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at this one. This one looks freaking, that one looks pretty freaking wicked. I don't know. It's almost like they took, I don't know. This one's pretty sweet. Now, like I said, you can upscale it. You just hit upscale 4 if you like that one, and it'll actually generate you like a high definition, like wallpaper quality one. You can even tell it, you know, if you want 8K, you want all sorts of stuff. But look how quick upscale, boom, and you can save this to your computer, upload it. I think this one looks pretty freaking sweet. You know, or of course, these are really good. I mean, it almost look like it's what kind of a Corvette emblem up here. It's got, you know, it's got the ZL1 hood. Some crazy lighting, some aftermarket looking freaking wheels. I mean, pretty sweet. But yeah, the very powerful tool. So I wanted to show you guys this and the capabilities. And you know, if you guys have something that, if you don't want to try jumping through the hoops yourself, feel free to check out my Subscribestar. I have the link in the description for that. All my subscribers on Subscribestar, which right now is 0 since I just started it, jump in there and you can send me, you know, ideals of what you'd like rendered, and I'll be happy to render up some stuff for you guys, throw them up there. You guys can download them for wallpapers. You want your car rendered, maybe some different look of it. You wanted to see what my car looked like in a Mad Max movie, anything like that. You can really get some cool stuff going. And yeah, so I'll show you guys some cool stuff here. Like I even did my logo using AI, so I generated this using AI, Midjourney as well. We got a quick start thing. I'll have a link for this in the description. Cheat sheets here. So this gives you some kind of the prompts you can ask, you know, how do you get different kind of feedback from your thing. And of course, this is one of the images I was using to help me render some stuff. This one as well, my car, and then these are the some other renders I did. So this is another 4-door Camaro electric vehicle render that I came up with. Hopefully not the reality of the 7th gen. Here's another one. It almost looks like they melded a Tesla and a Camaro, possibly as a 4-door version of the Camaro. And then here's some other ones. I actually asked for a mid-engine EV Camaro possibility, and you see they actually melded a Corvette and a Camaro together and gave us these 4 renders. And then of course this was just that image I talked about earlier. So pretty cool stuff. Tons of possibilities, negative and positive, of the power of AI. But I wanted to show you guys what you can do with this. If you have any questions and you want to do this yourself, you know, definitely shoot me a message. Or if you would like me to render some stuff up for you guys, feel free to join my subscribe star. It's only $5. I'll be happy to render, you know, pretty much whatever you guys want within reason, and give you some cool variations of, you know, predictions, some imagery that you would like, you know, high def stuff, anything like that. But hopefully you guys found this interesting, and maybe a look into the future of the Camaro. Hopefully not. Some of these cars look, I won't lie, they look freaking sweet if they turned out looking anything like these, especially with the cool ass lighting. But hopefully not as Camaros. But GM being GM, we'll see. I'm just hoping it's not going to be a crossover. It's not going to be an SUV type of vehicle. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Feel free to subscribe. As always, shooting for 5,000 subscribers. It's a long, slow grind, but very thankful for all my supporters and subscribers and everybody else. Always, you know, leave a comment. I'm happy to answer every single question. Check out the subscribe star if you want to do any more behind the scenes stuff. I'll be doing some giveaways. I'll probably maybe come out with some merchandise type stuff if anybody might be interested in that. I have a lot of different brands that I have connected under my Zilla brand, Derpzilla. I have the Zilla, the Wangzilla, a few other things. So I might do some t-shirts, some stickers. Maybe I can render up some logos or anything for anybody may like. And yeah, subscribe, like, hit the bell, get the ring. Stay tuned for some more. Be putting on more videos, maybe more videos like this as well with this streaming setup. I have some more installs I have coming up. Suspension work for my car, some other stuff for my other vehicles, home improvement projects, some more tech stuff. So definitely stay tuned for those as well if you're interested. And I'll be jumping on probably another live stream with Drive Inside and some others, discussing more EV and vehicle type stuff. So, as always, peace.